Well, I guess welcome to part 4. My stuff turned off and I don't know why. But that's fine. Maru's just been doing some nice little cute dancing to pick off this base, to apply pressure here but not really do much, and this still would generally appear to be more or less anybody's game. But, and a very important but, because Maru is going to get a comfortable 4th base now, he's mining out and can continue to maintain all his pressure. Zerg is also mining out. And very critically, these gas geysers are soon going to disappear. Soon going to be gone. As much as the Zerg player loves to talk about and focus on the gas and all that stuff, Zerg kind of does want a lot of minerals. And especially wants to have a ton of gas geysers running. You can't rely on just the gas. The minerals are equally, superbly, supremely important. So the fact that Maru has successfully pinned Dongregu out of 5 bases, while setting up a 4th base of his own, means that when Maru hits this nice 3-3, before Zerg has even gotten to start his 3-3, he's going to be in good shape. And of course we have the Mutilus counterattacks coming in. That's not a problem. We got a 4th base up. When could those Mutilus have come any sooner? Hard to really say they could have come any sooner at all. Maru just goes and picks off the extraneous bases. He's continued to build medevacs this whole time. He's never really halted the production. And he rallies all together and he whittles oh so much. And the DRG says GG to the touch. Let's take questions. In the first 2 segments, what I want to emphasize is Maru's unusual willingness to bring the noise to the Protoss. Many Terran players kind of fall into the trap of being reaction and response and waiting minded. Oh my god, I have to see what he does before I can do anything. I can't make my own decisions. Oh god. Oh. Yeah, he really brings the noise. It's really cool. Alright, Cisco Briscoe says Day 9 in Part 2, where Youngsik went double Stargate for defense. Why didn't he pump out more Oracles instead of getting Phoenixes? Would not Oracles to laze the Marines and mines have been more efficient than Phoenix lifting? Weirdly, no. The big threat is the medevac. Oracles literally have no efficiency in the late game. They can't do anything. If I saw a Protoss player going to Stargate Oracle, I would just wait a little bit and then attack with any number of Marines and win, like, immediately. It would be very, very straightforward. What is it called? The Phoenix is actually very, very good as the late game progresses. You can wind up dealing harassment damage to the back of his main base, lifting stuff up. Even if there is like a run with the SCVs, you can chase them down and pick them off. Even if you see a turret, you can go pick that off, or pick off SCVs around it. I think the Phoenixes continue to be really, really strong throughout the game. So that's the basic reason why you want Phoenixes instead of Oracles. In very small numbers, in very certain circumstances, Oracles are better at killing stuff on the ground than the Phoenixes are. But for Marines without stim, lifting and shooting them down is going to be just as excellent as Oracles. I actually much, much, much prefer the Phoenixes there. Yeah. I do not like the Oracle as a unit. I do not think it's... I've lost too many games. Oh, Oracle! And I like kill some SCVs. I'm like, yeah! And then all I can do is reveal the units that I can't kill. Let's take 2 more. And you know what? I'm really hungry. I'm very hungry. I had a sandwich for lunch. I had one. There was only one question from Cisco Briscoe. He's the only one who wanted to know anything. You know what that means? I did a great job explaining stuff today. Wow. There's only one person who had doubt. Anton Bischoff Frederick says, Maru exploited Protoss's lack of photon overcharge. Is this map dependent? Yeah. If there are maps, and I mean, even ignoring the complications of terrain and that sort of stuff, very simply, if it's a map that's pretty easy to defend without a photon overcharge, super aggressive play is not going to be that great. Habitation Station, I think, is a very good example. You have an extremely tight, narrow ramp, high ground choke, and one angle of drop in the main base. It's going to be pretty damn hard to do much. Starscree says, Day 9, what would have happened if the Mutas had come sooner in the DRG game? Would the result most likely be the same? Ooh, Starscree. Now you're thinking with portals. First and foremost, a thing to know. There are 3 phases of Mutalisk delay coming in this game. Phase number 1, Reapers. The Reapers are harassing, being a pain in the ass, and just doing the brutal things that they do. Killing off stuff. Boo-doo-doo-doo, seeing queens. And you know what these are also going to do? Apply a little bit of pressure at the 8-minute mark. Ooh. At the 8-minute mark, pressure is being applied. This, you can immediately assume that there is another queen back here somewhere. There she is. And almost certainly another queen there. So Dom Regu is almost certainly at 5 or so queens, maybe even more. These are nice delay tactics that help guarantee the lack of Mutalisks in the game. So when could the Mutalisks have come sooner? Well, it's really hard to say because there was so much pressure put during the key periods when the layer would be a goal for the Zerg. And then the other thing that could happen, maybe right around now, maybe Mutalisks are coming out, maybe Mutalisks are popping out at 11 minutes. Well, this push is going to happen. And this push is going to have what? Mutalisks to hold it off? I think not. It's going to be Mutas and no Banelings. This attack will stem, retreat, get into these medevacs, and charge back to meet with the rest of these forces. And the follow-up push is going to be very, very difficult for an extremely fast Mutalisking player. If the player goes for very fast Mutalisk, he's not going to have Banelings with speed. So you kill him in the ass. And we're done. And we're done. And we're done. None. I'll see you tomorrow for a Hearthstone deck that I lose a lot with. Bum bum!